Alrighty, day 4. No background music, but we're still working on it. I haven't had much time, so we got a 2, a 5, and a 10 again, so we'll see how we do. So let's get cracking. Oop, too far. Alright. This is nice and simple. At least so far it is. 5, 9, 8. I guess I could have figured that one out pretty. So let's see. 5, 3, 2. Okay. And then those two will be pretty easy as well to figure out. So this is 1836, 24, 89, classic 124, 79, 5839. 46. 6, 8, 2, 5, 2, 1, 4, 8, 9. What else do we got? Well, we have this. This is 0, 8, 7. We got a 1, 5 here. And that'll leave us with 3, 8 here. And that makes this 3, 4, 6. This 2, 1. This is now 6, 7. And this is 9, so this is actually a 4, 5. Okay. And we know 1 has to go here. Which puts 1 here, which goes here. And what else do we got? Oh, we know this is 5, 9. This is 2, 6, and this is 3, 7. Oops. And 2, 3. Can't figure out much else. 2, 6, 5. So this is 1, 7. 1, 2, 3. So that's 4, 5. I should have seen that a lot sooner, but these things happen. This is 1, 3, 6. And we'll be able to solve a lot of these. Oops. There we go. Okay. And then we got 1, 2, so this has to be 3, 6. This is 1, 8. Which makes this a 5, 9. Which makes this a 2, 6. This a 3, 4. And this is 1, 8, 9 here. 3. No. This isn't a 1, 8. But dang it. Hope that didn't screw things up. find out soon enough. Doesn't seem to have, which is nice. But you never know with these sorts of things. This is gonna be 2, 8. Yeah, it did. Where am I messed up here? 13, 12, 7, 16, 6, 10, 7, 8, 9, 14, 14, 7, 10, 3, 10, 10, 9, 8, 14, 17, 13, 9, 8, 10, 9, 9, 6, 18. Okay, so I'm good there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. No 9 in here because I have 2 2s. Okay, so where would the 9 have gone normally? I think the 9 is where it should be. I think this. There we go. It's like I think I'm actually not that far off. Okay. So a little bit of a mess up, but we still managed to get it in and under 7. So we'll move on to the next puzzle here. We got ourselves a 5. There we go. 11 doesn't really solve much. And by 11, I'm talking about this here. Okay. That works. Yeah, let's see this. 29, 35, 42, 52. 68, 81. And I believe, yeah, that has to be like that. And then that would make this 26, 32, 13. And that means that this can't be a 4, 6 anymore. "29 is weird, but I don't think it's weird enough. We already know that this is like that. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? This is 35, so this is actually a 10. But can't do much with it. 2, 3, 4 is out of the picture, so this has to have a 1. Which means it's gotta be like that. I guess we can figure out, well, we could have figured that out anyways. So this is 29, 39, so this is 6. And so this has to be 1, 6. And that's a 2, 4. And that's a 5, 7, 8. Cool. And then what do we got here? This is 1, 3, 6. Yep, that makes sense. And this is 5, 8, 9. Okay. The classic, 7, 9 is interesting. That it's blocking out other 7, 9s. But I guess not that interesting. 5, 8, 3. And this is 1, 2, 6. Okay. And we know that this, yeah. We know some things. We gotta know something. We know something about this, about these at least. Okay. So that's 30, 46, 54, 58, 13. Okay. We know this can't be 4, 7 now. And we know that this is how this has to be. Let's see. Does that do anything for me? Not much else otherwise. I mean, I guess I do know this, right? Right, I do know this. And that makes that a 1. This is 13. And I think that's what we know about this, is that this contains a 3. So this can't be a 6. So it's either 3, 2, 6 or 3, 1, 7. Now, this can't contain a 1 either. Because it's either 3, 6 or 3, 1, and then it's either a 2 or a 7 there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Coolio. And then we already know that. I guess that would help us relate these two together. I don't know if we need to do that just yet, though. Yeah, I don't think we need to do just that. So that's 8, 16 here. Um, there we go. I think 9 has to go here because so 9's not going to be in here. It's not here. It's not here. So 9's in this bottom row. Can't be here. Can't be here. Can't be here. So 9's here, which makes this a 6. And that's what we got there. And now what do we have in here? This is 1, 4, 5, 8. Oh. Why didn't I see that for like the longest time? Don't know. Don't know. Okay. And this now breaks out. And that's going to be 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 9. And that's going to be a 6. So that's 2, 4. And now we can start really just hammering on these. Oops. That's a 2, that's an 8, that's a 4, that's a 2. There we go. I think that was a pretty good time. Alright, and last puzzle. What was the average on that? Yeah, 10 minutes ahead of average on there. So pretty good. Okay, last one here. So we got some puzzle solves. I like that, but not yet anyways. these two in the wings. So close on this, but not quite. Is there any other interesting shapes? Sorry, in my head I'm literally just doing this sort of thing where I'm like, okay, well then if I color this in, looks like this, and it looks like that. Oops. And it just doesn't seem to amount to much. So we have these. We know this is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like this is, well, it's not hugely substantial, but it means that 8 and 9 are definitely in here. Like they're somewhere in here. And in fact, we know 9 can't be here. So we know 9 is somewhere in here. And I believe this is a 1, 2, 3, 5. Can't do anything with that. Okay, let's finally tackle this pairing. See what it gives us. Actually, that's also a nice one. Because that means that this will be limited depending on what the sum is here. So we got 17, 25, 45, 57, 87, 97, 10, 4, 12, 4, 12, 7, so that's an 8. There we go. And that makes this a 4, 8. Which makes this a 1, 2. And this is where our 4 goes. I don't know, I feel like that was pretty good. That felt nice. So if this is 3, and then if it's 5, it's got to be 18. So not really helpful, unfortunately. And 17's not a very restrictive number either. Yeah, see, just yeah. I know it can't be this, so I guess that does help somewhat. Like I know for sure that there's going to be a 1 in here. One, two. Isn't this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thing? Like this is a hidden pentuple. Quintuple? Yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So this is actually. Yeah. That makes sense. Now, how useful that'll be, I don't know, but it means that that's gotta be how that works. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. I don't really see 14 fours a lot, but there's no 9s in the 14. In the 14-4, which is good to know. That's a good restriction. Oh, this is 11. Whoops, not 9. Wonder how long I've been saying that. That's a difference of 4. This is a difference of 3. Don't think there's going to be much here. Two, 3. Yeah. I guess if it's a 3, it's going to be a 6, 7. And if it's a 5, then it's going to be a 2, 9. So we know that 3 and 5 cannot be in here. Which I guess could be helpful. So if that's a 6, it would have to be a 5, 9. If it's a 7, 4, 9. Or no, can't be that. At least not from here. But it could still be 4, 7, 9. And then if it's a 9, can't be 3, 8. Can be 4, 7. Can't be 5, 6. And it can't be 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, I don't have much here. If it's a 7, it's got to, so if it's a 1, it's got to be 1, 4. If it's a 9, it's got to be 1, 4. Or it's got to be 3, or 3, 2. Right? If it's a 7, it's got to be 5, 2. Or 3, 4. Right? Yep. Don't think this is going to ever be an 8. That makes sense. And then if it's a 6, it has to be 3, 5. is 1 4 or 2 3. 7 is 2 5 or 3 4. And then 6 is 3 5. Would that work? So if that's a 9, that has to be 7. Then it would have to be 4 9 there. Okay. Sorry, if this is a 6, this has to be 4 7 9. It would be 9. Or sorry. Yeah, it would just have to be 4 7 9. Should put 4 here. I don't want to guess this early, but I don't know if I have much choice. Although I guess because this is 6 7 8 9, that these actually can't be 9 anymore. That our 9 is in here somewhere. So 11, 13, 24, 31, 14 over 3. Yeah, doesn't really change much. Damn. Man, I am struggling to find any nice patterns here. Like, this is just a 3 difference. So, this could be 5? No. 3? No. 4? Yes. 4 would be a 1 here. Because it has to be 7. 5 would have to be 8, which would be 2 and 1. 6 would have to be 9, which would be 3. 7 would have to be 10. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting that that's how that worked out. So 2 9 was actually just completely eliminated. So actually, we have 1 2 9 in here. 6, 7, 3, 2, 5. No. Doesn't change enough. 5, 8, 4, 7, 1, 6. Forces that to be a 9. 2. And that, does that still work? Yeah, it still works. Okay. Do I have any other plays that I can make here? Because I want to try and get as much as I can in terms of info before I start doing a guess. We can try and see what's going on here. So this is 15 over 4. Has to have 6, 7, and 8. Or not 6, 7, and 8, but 6, 7, or 8. Which I think means these can't be 6, 7, or 8. Yeah. That makes sense. Now, what was giving me something here before? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Okay. I think we might just start with our guessing. And just sort of see where we end up. Three, 4, 5, 8. 13, 15, 19. And that makes that a contradiction. Okay. So now okay. And It's either 1 9 or 3 7, so it can't be a 5. Okay, so this is what I got left. And then it has to have a 3 or a 5 in it. Okay, that has both. And this is what I'm left with. So has to have a 3. Hmm. 3 4, and then it's 1 2 5 9 1 2 6 9. No, that's not possible. Okay. And let's see what we got here. Nothing. Nothing. Of course not. Why would we? 1 error. How is this an error? Hold on. Okay, so we know this. Here, let's reset. We know 2s are out. We know it has to have a 7 or a 9. Is it because this could be a 4? Oh, did I eliminate this 4 again? I do this all the fucking time. I don't get it. I do not get it. So 9 3 8, 9 5 6, 7 5 8. Okay, that's what was messing me up. 29, 35. Eight. Okay. Yep, still doing good. Okay. Let's get rid of anything that doesn't have a 3 in it. Okay. So we've gotten as far as we can with this, so let's go here. Okay, so that leads to a contradiction. Which is always nice, because it means that I don't have to do as much guesswork. Okay, so let's do 5, 6. Alright, well that's pretty straightforward. It's always nice when the guessing just immediately falls. Makes it easy to get what's going on. You know? I said that sentence right. Okay, so we know this has to have an 8 in it. And that one we've always known has to have an 8. Okay, and now we know the rest of this. It's either 8, 6 or 8, 7. So it can't be this, can't be that, can't be this. So it can be the rest of these. So that means no 9 here, which means 9 has to be in here. Also means 9 has to be in here. Which means no 27, no 36. Has to be like this. Which means this is not a 7. This is 1, 6. If this is, so it's either 1, 6, cannot be 3, 4. And then if it's 8, 6, no. 3, 5. Okay, so 8, 7, 1, 6, or 8, 7, 2, 5. Where it's 8, 6, 3, 5. It's 8, 7, that's 6, 9 up there. That's 23, 12. And we would be 2, 5 there. In an 8, 7 world. Wait. Okay, so we know this 8, 9 doesn't matter. We know it can't be 5, 6. Be 2, 5, that's fine. It can't be 2, 6. So that puts 4, 7 in here. Okay. Yeah, that was the 15. So it has to be 8, 1, 2, 4, or 6, 1, 3, 5, or 6, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now let's do our last of the guesses, I think. This would be 35 plus 7, 42 minus 8 is 34. Oh wait, we've known that this is 11. Haven't we? Yeah. We've known this is 11. Because this is 35, this is 7, this is 42. We already said this is plus 3. We've known that that's 11. So this can't be 5, 6 actually. And then this has to be 4. No. Yes. Why did that happen? Four, 5. Are you saying 2, 9 is in here? But how? Well, I mean, we've proven that these are contradictory. I thought I proved that 2, 9 couldn't be in there a long time ago. Okay. Well, now this is 12. Which makes this 3. That's annoying. Annoying for sure. Six, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, at least it's not too bad. How? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. What is going on? Why? Where did the 9 go? That's what screwed me up. This 9 was gone this whole time. Oh my god. Okay, well I know this is 3, 4. Wow, that was just terrible. Just a bad game all around. I don't know what to say about that. I'm like miskeying a lot of stuff, and I'm getting throttled for it. It's basically what's happening. It's just frustrating. Very frustrating. You know where your skill is at, and then it's just like not there for whatever reason. This is gonna be a 2, 5. It's just frustrating. There's not really much other ways to put it other than that. So this is either 3, 7, and that's a 1, or it's 1, 9, so this is not 1, 3. What else do we got? 1, 8, 9, or 3, 7, 8. Of course, my numlock goes out. So 1, 8, 9. No longer an option. Yeah, I don't know when I made that mistake, and I tend not to look these things back over, so I'm probably never gonna find out when that happened. But yeah, that's just it's just a frustrating one, really. There's not much else to put on about it, and yet I'll keep talking about it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that is correct. I'm messing something up again. What else do we got? Seven. It's gotta be something like that, right? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of trust in my marks to be correct. And when those get thrown off, it throws off everything else. So, I guess it's just nature of the beast, you know? Now this has to be 1, 2, 4 now. And of course, it doesn't get any easier to solve. I mean, I guess that's why this is a... I guess that's why this is a hard puzzle, like a 10 out of 10, rather than anything else. You know, Okay. And then this will be adding up to 11, so this is going to be a 1, 2. Right? Does that make sense? Yeah, because it can't be 8, 9 over there. Yeah. I think that made sense. In my head, it made sense. So, yeah, I'm hopeful that that tracked. I'm sure if people look at that and they're like, oh my god, that's what did you just do? But I don't think it's that complicated, to be honest. That's 5. So 11. 10. No. 10 plus 3, 7. Sometimes basic math can be hard, you know? You're doing all these fancy combinations and everything else, and then you're just like, fuck it, you know? Alright. Pretty terrible way to round it out, but it is what it is. So we'll get him tomorrow, but I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully a little bit better. Clean up the keyboard entry. I'll see if I can do something about that, but we'll see. Another relatively quick one, so we'll see you next time.